Like, good to see a few young people in tonight. People still with hope. So, I've got a question, especially for you guys. What's happening with the state of education in this country, like in Australia? Because I've just come back from living in France. I was over there for 15 years. But you probably figured that from my accent. Worked that out. But I've come back to Australia and we've got, me and my wife, we've got 13-year-old boys, and we had to pick a school for them to go into high school. And they've got like, here, you've got this private school, school for the rich, school for the poor, all this sort of thing. Over there in France, it's like socialised. And so all my friends are all going, oh, what school are you going to send them to? You're going to send them to private school? You're going to send them to private school? Private school? And I'm like, so I looked into it, and it's like $30,000 a kid, right? So that's 60 grand. Now, I'm a carpenter, so last year I made 74,000. So in order to educate my kids at private school, on the weekends, I have to work down at Grey Street, St Kilda, selling my services, just so I've got enough money to buy food to eat. So I'm all right. Like, but I'm a 48-year-old guy. I don't even know if there's a market. But anyway, so, and I started doing the maths on it. I was like 6 years. That's 180 grand. Like, do you really get $180,000 better education? And I'm going to tell you a story quickly, and you guys be the judge, right? Like about 3 months ago, I got invited by my sister, she's in the back over there, to go and watch her host Bogan bingo. Like, does everyone know what that is? Yeah. It's like you dress up as Bogans and you go down, they do bingo, and you drink VB and you listen to the Triple M playlist and stuff like that, right? And but I went just dressed like this, pretty much like this, because I was there to watch Anna host. And so I was sitting on one of the tables and everything's going good and everyone's decked out, right? They've all got like wigs and AC/DC tops and fake tattoos and the cigarettes up here and the whole lot. I'm just like this. So I'm sitting on a table, we're having a few drinks, and then halfway through the night, they have this competition to find the biggest bogan in the room. Now there's 300 people there and we're in Chelsea Heights, which is like the bogan mecca of the southeast suburbs. It's like their homeland. So they start asking these questions. Everyone has to stand up, and the questions are like, do you own Ugg boots? Do you have a flannelette shirt? Have you ever smoked Winfield Red? Have you ever glue sniffed? Stuff like that. And if you can't say yes, you have to sit down. So anyway, they ask all these questions. It ends up like being 6 people left. I'm one of them. I'm not even supposed to be there. So I'm they're standing up on the stage, then they start asking personal questions. It's like, what's your name? Mine's Pointer. What job do you do? I'm a chippy. What kind of car do you drive? It's VL Commodore 2002. What's the name of your firstborn child? And mine really is Angus. And do you have a tattoo? Yeah, look. Angus. So anyway, it gets to, they read it out. I think there's 3 of us left. And this is the final question to get into the final. And the question is, when and where did you lose your virginity? And I'm like, oh, fucking hell, I'm going to win this. It's like 1985, the Service Paradise. It's a rock venue called Bombay Rock. The Angels are playing upstairs in the disabled toilets. Bang! I'm in the final! So I get in the final, and they're doing an applause-o-meter, and it's like, and I'm up against this woman. She knows everyone in the room. There's like 300 people. She's one of the mums. And she's decked out. And I'm just like, and everyone goes, who do you think she's with? And I'm like, and everyone's like, well, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. And then they go, who thinks he should win? And a lot of people are going, yeah, he should win. So anyway, I don't win, right? I get runner-up. I go back, I sit at my table, and this guy comes up to me and he goes, mate, you got fucking ripped off there. And the reason I've told you that story, right, is because I went to Brighton Grammar School. It's one of the most expensive schools in the state. That's cost my father $180,000 to become a runner-up in a bogan bingo competition in Chelsea fucking Heights. I could have gone to Beaumaris High School, for that. I could have got a motorbike as well. But if I had gone to Beaumaris High School, I might have won that competition.